Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So you could have expected this video because we're kind of in the level of cadence now with a lot of these third-party graders and PSA where you can kind of predict where these things are going to go depending on how things are moving along timeline-wise. But no shocker here, but obviously I'm not going to overly sensationalize this. I'm not going to make it up to be a bigger deal than it is. I do think it is a positive step because it gets us closer to where we actually want to be. This isn't where we want to be, but it moves us closer towards that. And again, PSA has already proven that it has a certain cadence to these things. And in addition to that, they're extremely conservative how they slowly ratchet down these prices. But let me talk about this one in particular here, and then we'll mostly focus on kind of where we think this may go next, because I think that's the more interesting story, but still, again, a step in the direction that we want to head. So if you go to PSA's website, and I'll include a link to this as well as a link to their Instagram where they announce the exact same thing. Now for Collectors Club members and in turn bulk submitters and such, now they've re-added the bulk pricing back into it at $22 a card. So now if you are a Collectors Club member or one of these bulk submitters, most likely will be able to offer you a very similar thing. You have access to $22 a card, estimated turnaround time of 120 to 150 calendar days. So kind of falls in line with what they've said previously. Declared value must not exceed $199 per card. So that is going to be the part where a lot of folks are going to be like, oh, $199, that's not high enough. It's like, I agree with you, that's fine. But I'm pointing out that this is a step and this is following the pattern of what they've done previously. And also don't forget, when they did do their last little experiment heading the price back down, they started off with $199 and then bumped it up to $499. I don't know if they're going to do that this time, but just bear in mind that they've done that before. And in addition to it, when I'm talking about what comes next going forward, I would not be shocked if this becomes $499 later on. And then in turn, there's a little bit that goes beyond that. But for now, it's $199 per card as the declared value, they say, and 25 card minimum for each era. So if you do 96 to present, that would be one era, it'd be a 25 card minimum. 1995 and older, that would be its own category, 25 card minimum, etc., etc. So that's your turnaround time, that's your price, and that's your declared value. So that's it. Like, honestly, there's no crazy big news story beyond that. It's just, that's what it is. The PSA has now offered one more level at a step below their previous $30 value service level. So that is good from that perspective. So right now the value service level is sitting at $30, estimated turnaround time of 90 to 120 calendar days, a little bit quicker, and declared value must not exceed $499 per card. Now that is not going to light everybody's life on fire. It's still a step in the right direction though, like I said, because in my opinion, what this means now going forward is now they are approaching the end of the previous backlog. They haven't declared that it's officially done, but they were approaching that conclusion. This is right around the time when they said they would be done. So assuming that we get an announcement from them that it has completed, then that means that more than likely this will go for a little bit. And then I would not be shocked if then we get another level sub $20, which I think will be more in line with what people are looking for here. And then this $22 level then becomes the $499 level. The $30 level becomes $999. I'm just using this as an example. So basically everything gets slotted upward. The declared value goes up on these other ones, but then the $22 level exists. And then now we have something sub $20, which becomes more in line with what we would want for a bulk rate. And that's not counting any quarterly specials or anything related to the set registry, because my expectation is that we'll see at some point something much more akin to the 18, 15, getting closer to $10 a card for set registry members specifically, because I think that's still the path forward. You do want to make sure you cater and take care of your set registry folks, because once you do have completion of that backlog with the additional capacity of available, you got to take care of those set registry folks who have been waiting on the sidelines, waiting for an opportunity to take advantage of it. You got to give them something. This is now the opportunity to do so. But for the standard rank and file, here's for $22 a card. It's not terrible, but it's going to be very based on the price point of the cards in question. What you expect to get out of it, what you have into it, most importantly, and then kind of what you want to do with it. So in some cases, I could definitely still see a value to it. Obviously, I think if you are not in any kind of a hurry, you are still well within a smart move to wait a little bit longer and see if that declared value goes up a little bit. If it became $499 for $22, that's a little bit more competitive, a little bit more interesting. But nonetheless, it is a movement down. So that's one step closer to providing that sub $20 level, which I think is what a lot of folks are waiting for. There was a lot of demand from everything I understand with that $18 special they did prior to the National. It was apparently a very successful promotion for them. So they do have information to tell them that if they go sub $20, there's definitely a market there for them. So that's going to be where it's going to be interesting for me, how long it takes them to then take that next step to go sub $20. And then in turn, what the other third-party graders do additionally. And there's some more third-party grading movement happening in the space a little bit. I think I'll save any discussion about Arena Club, which is something that we'll talk about, I think, a little bit. We'll talk about it, I think, during the live stream. That'll be its own deal. A couple of things that I got to look into for that. And then we'll have a discussion on it on the live stream. So that's it for me for now. If you got in the comments, any thoughts about this? Does this in any way entice you? If the answer is no, that's fine. I totally understand that. I think if you're not in any kind of a hurry, you're still going to be rewarded by waiting in the sidelines. Wait for that sub $20 offer. And in the meantime, if you really need to submit, it just gives you one more option. Otherwise, you submit it at the $30 one and get it back a little bit quicker, and then that might still be worth it for you for the $4.99 declared value. Anyway, so that's it for now. If you've got any comments there, I'd be happy to read and kind of discuss them in the comment section. Like if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We got more videos coming up on the channel and live streams Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll be talking tomorrow about some hobby related happenings, including this and including some other stuff related to Arena Club and some more activities in the third party grading realm. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks very much. We'll catch you in the next one.